Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. The Sooners come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline, and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And he knocks through the PAT. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. The Wolverines will crank up the tempo. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. And he pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here. They get the offense all the way to fourth down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, they give up a first down. This could cost them.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. He'll hand it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Looking to pass here on second down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. The offense going with the hurry up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the kickoff will be returned. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 10. Finally brought down at the 7. Sets up a 1st and goal here. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And the Sooners looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back. It's caught. And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He knocks this one right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Grab down the middle. It's Winston. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the 2nd half.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. The Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route, the catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Going to scramble now. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Looking to pass this time. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's moving out of the pocket now. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the Wolverines will line up here on 1st down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry out. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. That kind of execution on a long drive. This team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They go with a direct snap. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Direct snap to the back. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Fights off a defender. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're going to run it here. Powering through. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's just trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They go with a direct snap. Got the first down, now looking for more. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Direct snap to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's third and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a quick grab. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, looking to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's complete downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. They cover an onside kick. You never know.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Going the other way, it's a fumble. Oh, and they pick it up, it's still a live ball. Crosses the 10. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Hard-fought game, this PAT really just a formality. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.